Oh, good morning. It's such a peaceful morning out here. It feels so good. Oh, I love the mornings out here. I slept so well last night, like incredibly well. I think better than I sleep at home. It was kind of cool last night because I woke up and it was quite windy, but I didn't know that it was windy. Usually in years past, I have a hard time sleeping when it's windy because my tent's flapping all around. But I got up last night to go to the bathroom and I left my tent and this wind hit me, and I hadn't even realized that it was windy before that because my tent wasn't shaking all around like it has in years past. So I never realized what a difference actually having gear like rated for this weather, how much of a difference that makes. It was incredible. And then I got back in my tent and fell right back asleep. It was really cool. So I'm loving this tent so far, and a lot of the other gear that I've gotten for this trip. It's been absolutely wonderful. So there's a slight chill to the air today, which feels really nice. It's not cold by any means. It's just this very welcome chill to the air. So after the really hot last few days that we've had, it feels really, really nice. And so my plan today is to just get out with the bears as much as possible. It's my last full day by myself out here, and then I've got a partial day before my workshop starts tomorrow. So my plan today is to just go out and spend as much time with the bears as possible. And with the overcast skies, like I mentioned yesterday, I should be able to spend the majority of the day with the bears with usable light to photograph them as well, which will be really, really nice. And especially after yesterday, just how much exploring I did yesterday. I didn't get to spend a ton of time with the bears. So my plan today is to just spend as much time with them as possible, and it should be really nice weather for that. So I think I'm going to get some breakfast now and grab my camera, and let's go see what we can find. Just a beautiful morning this morning, though. I'm absolutely loving this. All right, let's get to it. down out here on the tundra. This is so soft and comfortable. Oh my goodness. So this morning has been awesome. I found a couple different mother bears with cubs. So I found one this morning with 3 cubs, and she was a little bit more skittish. I got a little bit of footage of her, and then she ran off down towards the river and started fishing, and the cubs followed her. But she kept looking back at me when I was trying to photograph her, and she didn't seem like she wanted me there, so I left her. And then I found another mother bear with 3 cubs. This is one that I photographed a couple days ago, and she's really tolerant, and she was just eating some vegetation with her cubs, and so I got some pictures and video footage of her, and then she plopped down and started nursing, which was really cool, just right in front of me. The cubs started nursing, and that's always so much fun to watch, especially when you get them after with their little milk mustaches. It's so funny. I saw another bear do that last night, a really blonde bear with a really blonde cub, and the cub had this big old milk mustache. It was so funny, so cute to see. But she's plopped down now just up here on the tundra, so I thought I would plop down right here and take a little rest while she's resting. She's off a little distance. I didn't want to bug her too bad while she was trying to nap, so I backed off a little bit, and I'm just resting a little bit while I wait for her to get up. A lot of times I've noticed with these bears, after they rest, sometimes the cubs will start to play after a while. They get restless and they'll start to play. So that's what I'm hoping for. I haven't seen really any playing this trip yet. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So I'm just going to wait here, see what happens, and make myself comfy while I wait. I'll fill you guys in later with what happens, and hopefully we get some fun content here that I can show you guys. Well, if you couldn't tell, it is quite windy out there right now. I mean, this is nothing compared to that wind I had last year. I don't know if you guys remember that. when I was literally laying down, bracing the tent up with my feet. But still, this is by far the strongest wind that I've had this trip. But it makes me happy because my tent, it's not caving in on me like it has in previous years. So I'm very, very grateful that I bought the gear that I did for myself out here and for the workshops out here, because it has been very much worth it. I just had a great morning with those bears. That mom with the 3 cubs that I was watching nap out on the tundra. I was out there with them and they finally woke up after maybe like an hour and a half or so. And then they just started grazing again. And if you remember, I was hoping that the cubs would start playing. And sure enough, 2 of them did for a whopping minute and a half or so. But I was able to get a little bit of video content of that. I always love seeing bear cubs play. It's so much fun. Just watching them wrestle around, it was great. So that was a lot of fun. And then they started grazing again and just kind of moved off. The wind came in almost right after that and blew all the clouds out, so it's sunny out there again. The light's really harsh right now. So what I'm planning on doing is getting some lunch here, and I'll call my family, see how they're doing, check in on them with my satellite phone, and then I'll wait until the light's not quite as harsh, and then I'll head back out, get some more bears, or if more clouds come in and it gets overcast, I'll head out then and see what I can find. Great day so far though. I'm having a blast out here. All the cubs this morning, the 2 moms with the different cubs, those were so much fun. I haven't done a whole lot of cub stuff this trip, especially yesterday. I don't think I got one yesterday, the milk mustache one, but other than that I don't think I got any yesterday, so it was good to spend some time with those cubs. But yeah, let's get some lunch, let's check in with the family, and we'll go from there. start making my dinner before I go out. The light's getting pretty good, but the wind is just getting crazy. It's gotten a lot worse. But even so, my tent is doing great. It's not flapping all around. It's pretty solid on the inside. I'm really happy with it. So now I'm going to try boiling water for my dinner inside the vestibule here to see how well it does. There's a little bit of wind coming through, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to boil water here. And if I need to close this front door to keep more of the wind out, I can do that as well. But I'm pleasantly surprised and just happy with the tent overall. And all the gear that I've brought on this trip, my new gear. That's looking pretty good, but I'll probably shut this and open the vents. Oh, they're already open. I'll probably shut this just so I can boil water a little bit faster, but if I needed to, I can move this over about right here as well, and I don't think the wind would get it. So I'll try that first, and then if I need to shut this front door, I will. But I'm gonna get my dinner, and then I'm gonna head out while the light is starting to get good and see what we can find. A lot of times when it's really, really windy like this, the bears don't come out as much, but there have been a lot of bears out the last couple days, so I think we'll be able to find something. Let's get some dinner first though, because I'm pretty hungry. So I've been looking forward to this dinner all week long. I've got some curry here, some yellow curry that I dehydrated at home. Now I've never done curry before. I've never dehydrated curry for backpacking before, or for camping or whatever. So I've been very curious. Little curry humor for you there. Sorry, this is what being alone for, 4 days or whatever does to me. So yeah, I've been a little curious to see how this turns out for consumption on the trail. So moment of truth, I am so excited. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is about the best thing I think I've ever eaten. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm gonna get more of this at home and just dehydrate it for every meal. This is amazing. So I'm gonna savor this. I'll take a little bit longer to eat my dinner tonight, and then we'll go look for bears. The light, I've still got maybe like 4.5 hours of light, so I've still got a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my curry in peace with the wind, and then we'll go find some wildlife. Beautiful, clear evening out here. This wind just blew all the clouds out tonight. I mean, there's a couple clouds here and there, but there's really not that many. The wind, it's making it kind of chilly though, so I'm gonna hop to bed here, get under my quilt and read my book a little bit until I fall asleep. I had an amazing night though. So much fun with those bears down by the river. The colors down there is kind of like the other night where I was talking about the colors. They're so vibrant, they just look fake. It's crazy. I mean, I was standing there just watching the bears, watching the river, the colors that you get in the water, the blue, and then just that vibrant green in the vegetation. It just looks unreal when that evening light hits it. It's so pretty. And the color that you get in the bears, just absolutely gorgeous. I was able to get some pictures that I'm really happy with tonight. I wasn't able to get a whole lot of fishing action for some reason when it's windy like it is now. When it's really strong wind, I've noticed over the years that the bears have a harder time catching fish. I don't know what it is, if it's like the wind changes the texture in the water and it's harder for the bears to actually see the fish or something, because I notice that they'll attempt to catch them, but their hit rate is a lot less than when it's just breezy or like a normal wind, not crazy wind, or when it's calm. So that's something I need to do some research on. I tell myself that every year and I always forget when I get home, but that's something I need to try to figure out. But yeah, just a wonderful, wonderful night with those bears. It was such a fun day today. You know, the cubs this morning with the mom, watching them nurse and play a little bit, and then just getting those amazing colors with the bears down by the river tonight. Just absolutely wonderful. So yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. I'm gonna get up pretty early tomorrow and go out, try to find some bears early in the morning, because later in the morning I need to come back and set up the rest of my camp for my workshop that starts tomorrow. So I've got some other stuff that I'll be setting up and just preparing. So tomorrow morning I'll finish up this vlog series and put the camera away so I can focus completely on my workshop starting tomorrow. It's been such a wonderful few days out here. What is it, 4 or 5 days out here? I can't keep track anymore. I think today was day 5. Yeah, just a wonderful 5 days out here, and another partial day tomorrow. And yeah, I can't wait for that workshop to start tomorrow. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. But I'll check in with you guys in the morning. I'm getting cold, so I'm going to head to bed and I'll see you guys in the morning. Another beautiful, beautiful morning out there. It's so clear out there, and the light, this might be the most vibrant light I've had this whole trip so far, even more than last night. It's just incredible light out there right now. It's still windy, if you couldn't tell, but you know, it's not awful. Last night I actually slept surprisingly well, which for me, if you've seen previous year's videos, I usually don't sleep when it's windy like this, but last night I only woke up once, which is truly remarkable for me in wind like this. But you know, the tent wasn't flapping all around. It was, you know, just like a rock. It wasn't bumping me at all or anything. So it was wonderful. So last night I told you that I was planning on going out this morning looking for bears to photograph, and then I was going to come back, get set up for my workshop starting later today. I'm actually going to change my plan, just because it is still windy like this. I anticipate it's going to take me quite a bit longer to get set up today than I was planning on. So I'm actually going to get out and start setting it now, just to make sure that I have everything ready for my workshop starting later today. And I'll be signing off with you now. just because I want to put all my attention into making sure I'm ready. And then once the workshop actually starts, I'm going to put all my attention into making sure we get the photos that we want. Speaking of photos that we want, I hope that I've been able to show you a good variety of photos that you're able to get out here. You know, over this video and the last couple of videos, I can't express enough in words how amazing this place is out here, how much I love coming out here. There's a reason I come out here for so long, year after year, for 2 weeks every year. It is just an amazing place. If you haven't seen my previous year's videos out here, go check them out. This place is absolutely incredible, and I truly cannot express enough how amazing it is. So I try to capture that the best that I can and show you in these videos, but you know, my ability to do so is nothing compared to how it actually is out here. It's truly amazing. So I am so excited to be starting the workshop later today. This is something I've been working towards for years now. So I'm so excited to be able to finally start that later today and be able to share this experience in person, you know, with photographers this year and over the coming years. So if this is something you would like to do, go sign up for next year's workshop. I'm going to be doing 2 workshops next year, so go sign up for those. And as always, if you have any questions about the workshops, anything like that, just let me know. I'm happy to answer those. Each year that I do these, I'm going to make it more and more convenient for people to come out to be able to photograph. So I'm hoping to just make it just better and better each year as I learn each year what can be improved upon. I'm just hoping to make it better and better. So sign up for next year's. It's going to be so much fun. And at the end of this video, in the montage at the end of this video, I won't only show you the photos and video that I got during my 5 days solo out here. I'll throw in some of the workshop footage as well, some of the fun stuff that we'll be able to capture during the workshop out here. So I really appreciate you guys following along. It has been so much fun being out here, testing out new gear, not only the tents, but I've got a bunch of gear that I still need to set up and bring out for the workshop. I've made it as convenient as possible to photograph the bears out here, and it has been just great. So I appreciate you guys following along. It is always so much fun out here. But I'm gonna sign off now, get my stuff set up for my workshop. I appreciate you guys following along. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time.